What's up, you guys? Today on Making Changes, we have Lady Old School. Would you like to introduce yourself a little bit? Tell us, like, where'd you grow up?
Yeah, hi everybody. My name's Lady Old School. I actually was born out here in California, out there in Inglewood, California. But I was raised all my life in Las Vegas, Nevada.
So you went out there since you were
a baby, yeah,
okay.
Pretty much 2 months old. My mom had us out there, so yeah.
And you've been there your whole life after that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I did occasional pop-ups living out here in California, but never again.
Yeah?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's a little different out here, so.
It is way different. So, and the weather out there is like ridiculously hot.
Yeah, you gotta be born for it.
Yeah, girl, because I've gone out there and I'm just like, I don't even want to step outside where it's like, you feel like you're in an oven.
Yeah, no, it's hot out there. We get up to like 120 up there in the degrees and stuff. So, yeah.
How was your upbringing?
My upbringing, it was cool. I mean, I had both my parents. I just never really seen them all the time, you know. Either they were working 1 or 2 jobs or, you know, out doing their things, you know, family emergencies, stuff like that. Yeah. So, or going out of state. So we would be home. So I don't really see my parents a lot, but they were there, you know. So they were there when they needed to be, I guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Do you have any brothers and sisters?
Yes, I have in total 14, but yeah, but that's my actual dad's side.
Oh, he's a dad.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, it really is though. And he, I don't know all of them. I just know 2 out of all of them, which is my older brother, my older sister, and then I have a younger sister who happens to be my half sister. But you know, we don't believe in that. So
your dad was probably like, I made really cute babies. Let me just go ahead and spread the love.
I guess. Yeah.
That's crazy. So, so you lived out there. How did you get into what you're actually doing now?
Well, I always loved oldies since I was probably like 11 years old. I always wrote poetry to relate to the oldies. Yeah, I would always go home after school and then, you know, turn on the CD player and, you know, listen to whatever oldies I could get, and then pretty much just go off the songs, and I would feel whatever they would sing and write poetry off the songs and stuff like that.
So have you ever done anything with the poetry, like open mic or anything?
No, I keep them to myself. So.
Question.
Yes.
When it comes down to your music, have you used some of your older stuff?
Yes.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's
my first single, Becoming, was used based primarily off my poem that I written.
That's dope. That's dope. So, go ahead.
Yeah. So with that music, you know, I really didn't think I'm gonna be here where I am now. I wasn't into like singing like that. I knew I could sing. I was in choir all my life. Through middle school and high school, I did choir. They had like competitions and stuff, so I would travel with my school and do singing competitions with them and stuff. So I even won trophies.
That's dope.
Doing that. So I knew I had some vocal talent. I just never thought I'd apply it as I am now to do what I do. So yeah, it was a lot more of the oldies that made me wanna put my soul into the mix. So yeah.
So how old were you when you actually sang in front of a crowd?
A year ago. A year ago, yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was nerve-wracking. I couldn't stop shaking. So yeah. I'm not very good with talking to people. You see me on my lives, I'm very good at doing that there, but when it comes to applying myself to talk to people, I kind of shut down. So it was a cool experience. Fright. Yeah, the stage fright kicked in, but it was more like to see people like what I do. It was a nice feeling to see that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
When I first heard her voice, I was like, wait a minute, what do you mean she sings? She has a beautiful voice. She really does. Do any of your girls sing?
They do.
Yeah.
I would say the oldest one and the youngest one are the ones that sing the most.
Little bird.
Yeah. But they got their own ways of singing. They love oldies too, so they have their favorites that they sing here and there. So yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. Honestly, like I said, I never really seen my parents. I rarely saw my mom. She was always out and about doing her own thing, partying, and you know, there's oodles and noodles at the house. You know, like I'll see you over when I come back type of thing. So I thought that was normal, you know, so we would just stay home and me and my siblings would just be there feeding each other, pretty much growing with each other, you know. I don't really blame my mom now as an adult. I can understand she was young and she wanted to have her own life.
Yeah.
Because I feel the same way at times too, where I want to break too, and having kids is a lot of work and stuff.
And it's okay to have a break. You know, unfortunately, a lot of times women get judged for certain things that they do. When in all reality, it's like, okay, so the mom can't have a break. The mom can't go and hang out with her friends because, you know, she's such and such. But the dads are able to do that, which I don't think it's right, because in all reality, you need that space in your mind to just be like, I need to get away for a little bit.
Yeah, it's a crazy feeling because having my kids at a young age, you know, it put me in a spiral of like depression. I was always up and down, you know, because I was young and I really didn't understand, like, oh my God, like, you know, the responsibilities of it till it really hit me, you know. After, like, I think having 3 kids, that's when I was really like, man, like, this is hard, you know. I would end up talking to myself a lot, you know, because I didn't want to be judged over things I chose or wanted to do, you know. So I would always try to keep it under wraps. It's the best feeling to have kids, though. Like, I love my babies. I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's just, it is a hard thing to do, especially with me working, having to be a mom, you know, doing my career and still trying to have a social life. It's not easy, but I try my best to make room and make time for everything so I don't lose my sanity or anything like that, you know. So.
Yeah, but you don't even realize that by trying to hold it all together, you're still keeping yourself in that mental prison.
Oh yeah, you start to lose yourself. Yeah, because you're tending to everybody else but what you really need in life, you know. And it's just peace, honestly, because for a long time I had this routine of always just, it was a party life for me, and you know, a lot of times it was just like I didn't realize what was more important in life. So I started to see my depression come out in action by drinking and partying and just trying to block everything. You know, I didn't want to deal with anything. I didn't want to do responsibilities. I didn't want to be an adult. I was tired, you know. And then just one day it clicked, you know. I was just like, oh my God, you know, like, I got kids, I got to raise them. I'm becoming the one person I didn't want to become, which was my mom, you know. And I would always, you know, like, man, this woman, and, you know, like, I was always disappointed in her. And then I seen myself, you know, one day, and I was like, holy crap, that's me. I'm my mom, you know. And it just broke me, and it just, a switch flipped. And from there, all I want to do is work and, you know, make my money, raise my kids, have something to give them when I'm gone. And, you know, they're okay, because the party life's always going to be there, you know.
True.
It's never going to change.
And at some point it does get old, you know.
Man.
You're just like, sometimes you're there and you're like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
Or you don't even want to be there, but you come out because you feel like you owe that life something. Like, I got to keep it up, because if I don't, well, at least from the way that I've seen a lot of people that sing or rap, or even do movies and stuff like that, they feel that they have to stay, how am I going to say?
Relevant?
Pretty much. So people won't forget about you, because so many new faces and artists and everything coming out, where you're just like, yeah, if I don't stay out here, they're just going to forget about me.
Yeah, the only thing that I love about this whole thing, though, is like I don't care to be, you know, famous. Like, it's a good feeling to be known and stuff like that, but I really am enjoying my time, like all these events and all these things that I get to be a part of, featuring songs and be in music videos and sing songs for people. I truly enjoy that. Like, I don't care for the money. I have a good job that I can be taken care of. I have a support system that's very well handled, you know, so I don't care to fade out. I think that's why I don't fade the way people would think I would fade. They think I'm just like this one-hit wonder or something that's just around for a good time, which I am. I ain't tripping, you know. Like,
but little do they know, she's in the sidelines working.
Yeah, no, for sure. I learned silence is, you know, the best revenge in the world, you know. So I'm just working and trying to keep myself busy and staying positive in life, you know.
How is it to, because like you were saying, you work, you're a mom, plus on top of that, because I know that when you are committed to something, music, you have to, like,
that's not a joke.
Long hours. Are there days that you go without any sleep?
I go without sleep and eat. Yeah, I forget to eat. Yeah, a lot. I go through some crazy things, and I have like people calling me like, did you eat today? Like, you know, they check up on me, and it's because like it is a lot of work, you know, because I'm worried about this bill needing to get paid. I need to get this song done before the, you know, mark is needed. I need to get this job done at my job. A lot of times I would be rehearsing my songs at work while I'm working to get it, because I would only have 2 days to get it down, or even a day to get it down, get in the studio, record it, get it mastered, and head out, you know. So yeah, we would do long nights trying to do that, and I would head out of work straight to the studio.
What was your first song?
My first song was I'd Rather Go Blind by Etta James. It was a cover. I was actually 4 months pregnant when I recorded that. Oh man, I knew then I couldn't do it. They actually put me on hold for almost a year to let me have my son, because I was gonna have all these dope artists I was gonna work with, and I had all these opportunities, and I turned it down because I didn't want the stress on me, and you know, the stress on the baby. So, but thankfully it picked up, and now, you know, I'm moving on up slowly but surely, you know. So.
That's good. That's good. That's really good. And you had such a beautiful.
Oh yeah, my fat boy.
Oh my goodness, yes, I love him. And his hair is just like.
Yeah.
How old he? I think you and I were pregnant around this.
Yeah, we were. Yeah. I think you had your baby before I did.
Yeah.
So
mine was born the 30th of June.
June. Mine was in September. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
And when I found that's around the time when I was like, oh my gosh, she sings, and I was like, oh, we're pregnant together.
Yeah, we would hit up each other and be like, you good? How's the baby? You know, yeah.
That's dope. So tell me, how did you meet your manager? She like,
well,
better.
No, through the label that was watching me sing on Instagram before TikTok or anything was created. I would get off work. I was going through a very, very rough patch where I was homeless in my car. Sorry, my voice. And I would sleep at friends' houses, and they would let me, you know, sleep in the room or the guest room, because they had found out I was sleeping in my car at work. And so they allowed me to stay there and rent a space. And I just got very dark. So I would drink an 18-pack of Budweiser after work every night and get on live and just be this drunken mess singing. And, you know, I didn't care how I sounded. I didn't even think I sounded good at all. But this label approached me, and, you know, that's where we pretty much crossed. Well, I mean, we crossed paths before that, but I'll keep that to myself. But in retrospect, like, this is officially how we met through business and that label. And and they took a chance on me, and since then they've been keeping me busy.
That's really good. That's really good.
No, I mean, you know, in all that hardship, I'm just glad they came around when they did, because you believe in, like, you know, gentle souls coming to you when you need them the most, you know. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I loved a lot of people that didn't love me the way I loved them, you know. And I try my hardest to stay strong, because I got a lot to live for, and a lot of people that are looking for me to, you know, help them. You know, I like what I do, because through this career I meet a lot of people that I guess tell me, you know, I needed you, you know, I watch your lives because you helped me, you know, you
I actually jumped on a couple of your lives where when you say that you were a drunken mess, but to me I was just like, this is fucking real shit. Like, for real, because I've been there, you know, and when you were just pouring your heart out, I was like, I could feel that. I feel that, like, you know.
I had a lot of people do me dirty, but I'm not here to return the favor, you know. It is what it is. I chose peace at the end of the day, and peace comes with a lot of trials and tribulations, you know. To be happy, you just gotta learn to let go of the pain, you know, but it's a lot of pain, you know.
Sometimes,
years.
when you're going through so much and you have had so many people turn their backs on you, or just be fucked up to you in general. Like you were saying, when you have people that are willing to help you, you're just like, fuck, you don't know if you could trust that.
Yeah, it was scary. It was scary because a lot of people would try and they tried telling me to drop them and don't, you know, you're a money sign to them, you know, and they didn't know what I knew, you know, they didn't know the conversations we had or, you know, where they promised, you know, we won't do you like that and we want to show you the right way and we don't want to put you in the predicaments we went through, you know, and ever since then, they've never put me in any uncomfortable position or anything that I would feel, I don't want to do this, you know? Yeah. So, they, like I said, gentle souls, you know, sometimes, but, you know, she means well and she and the label have taught me patience and not every action needs a reaction in life, you know, keep it pushing, and sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, you know, and with this career, you know, you lose people you thought you were gonna always have in your life. And, I'm not used to it, so it's new to me, but it is what it is at the end of the day, you know.
But it's good to have somebody in your corner that you're just like, fuck yeah, you know.
Oh yeah,
And it's the people that you least expect.
Oh man,
where you're just like, I would have never thought.
I listened to her music as a kid. I never thought she'd end up managing me in my career, you know. And
so would you like to tell us a little bit of who your manager is?
Ah man, that's Lady Sinful in the house. Big Bad 702.
What kind of music? For those of you that don't know.
No, she kind of raps. She kind of raps. So, in her way, she used to link up with Dolly Girl and do their own thing. Shout out to Dolly Girl. Yeah. She's doing her thing. Check out her song, "What I Want." Yeah. No, she's dope, man. Like I'm telling you, she's like the big sister I never knew I needed, but I wanted, you know. It's just a great feeling to know that she has my back and she respects me with, you know. I don't get a lot of respect from people. I'm looked at because I look young, that I don't know what I'm doing or anything like that, but people get surprised on how mature I am for my age. And I lived that life, you know, where it's no fun, you know, and as a woman, you know, having all these kids at a young age, you know, it's not a good experience. It's not a great experience. I mean, people will play around and tell you, oh, you know, I made it through, you know, where I'm living great. Yeah, but man, like you said, it drains you. It drained the life out of me. I would cry like, oh my God, like I'm tired, you know, but it's good, you know, that's all good.
I don't know if it happened to you, but so, my mom passed away at an early age for me. So my kids were never around their grandmother because she died before they were born. But it's hard when you don't have family.
Yeah.
And it's already hard as it is when you do have your family, you know, but I don't even, I just want to cry.
No, I mean, you know, I'm sorry for your loss first and foremost, you know. No, I like I was telling you a while back ago, I had my mom, but she was never there, you know. My kids don't really know her. They know that's their grandma, but I don't think they see her as a grandmother as to where they would see their dad's grandma, you know, mom.
Yeah.
She doesn't come around. We don't do family gatherings. It's my mom and I have a love for her, but at a distance, you know, it has to be like that with her because we don't get along very well. She lost my respect a long time ago, but she still is my mother at the end of the day, and I will always have her back no matter what, but it's always going to be a love from afar because, yeah.
Would you say that when you had that moment where you were just like, what am I doing, you know, is that when you decided to just break the cycle and say,
I cut everybody off.
My kids are gonna.
I cut everybody off. I made a lot of people mad where they thought it was because of my career that I felt better, I was doing better, or I was, you know, whatever, uppity or whatever. And I was just like, what? Like, no, I seen my future and I didn't like it, you know. Not to say I seen it, but like doing this party scene and all this stuff that really didn't matter so much, I just saw myself like, damn, you're gonna be like these people when you're their age or whatever, you know, whatever. Like, this is gonna be your life, and you did nothing. You did nothing. You did nothing for your kids. You did nothing for yourself. What's the point of it all? So I just stopped coming around, you know, and started surrounding myself around people with goals and people with wants and motivation. And I learned about credit score.
Yeah.
I learned about stocks, you know, like I learned things that I didn't think I cared to learn, and how, you know, and now I'm more interested in, you know, making sure my kids end up in college and learning a business degree and getting all that, you know, like it's a different thought, you know. I mean, I'm still gonna be who I am, but I'm coming correct this time, you know, and it's not about wanting to be the best or the baddest. I just want to be good at what I do, and that's being a mom, you know, to the best of my ability. So yeah, it just sucks because I don't see my kids a lot anymore, you know, with working and traveling, and it hurts my soul to know that they're growing up, you know. Yeah. But I just hope when they get older, you know.
I'm sure they'll know. I'm sure they'll understand. You know, it's hard. Yeah. It's hard. But pretty soon we're gonna be like, what? Look at her, she's out there just doing her thing.
Yeah.
No more babies.
No more parking lot pimping over here. Like, no, but that's why I try to bring them around, you know, and include them, even though they get bored. I'm like, come on now, like.
Yeah. When you go on your lives,
oh, man.
you have given a lot of advice to the girls out there.
Yeah, pobrecita.
Do you want to share any of that with?
Yeah, I could. Oh man.
Just based on, you know, pretty much everything that you've been through.
Well, you know, if when in doubt, you know, get out. Get out. Obviously, you know, I'm big on domestic violence. You know, I'm a firm believer in, you know, when it's time to go, you gotta go. You know, like nothing in the world can change your mind. Anything anybody can do will make you believe that they will change. A person cannot change what cannot be unlearned. You know, like one thing I do believe is when someone shows you their true colors once, believe that. You know, like don't ever, you know, give them the benefit of the doubt. Believe in yourself. You know, always walk up and with your head up high and respect yourself, because if you don't respect yourself, nobody's gonna respect you. You know, it's always you. I learned that you come first. You know, because I was such a pushover for so many people that I had to put my foot down at one point in time and tell myself I'm important too. You know, like
this is your life.
Yeah, like I can do what I want. You know, I don't have to move for nobody, and just keep a firm foot and 10 toes down and just.
I believe that when it comes down to stuff like that, people should just, it's your choice at the end of the day. Like you said, it's your life.
Yeah.
And even if you decided to do whatever, anything else aside from what you're doing now, it's your life, you know?
Yeah.
People shouldn't feel so bothered by your decisions, but unfortunately that's not the case. Sometimes it happens, and a lot of times it happens from your own family.
Oh man, yeah. Well, good thing, well, I mean, it's unfortunate, but good thing me and my family, like, I mean, they coming around now. They were like, hey, I'm like, what you want? Like,
like all of a sudden I got all these people that are my family and shit.
Yeah, but, you know, as far as, you know, family goes, I have a few in my family that they're just on some hater shit, and I'm just like, come on now, like, if you got it, you know, you got it. Like, it's not even about being, you know, the coolest kid in the crew, but you know, it is what it is. So
you started singing at what age?
12.
Like when you just
into
around the
school,
house, or was it because of school?
No, I would sing. Well, okay, trip out. What I learned to sing first was opera.
No shit.
Yeah, but don't ask me to do that now.
Oh, you have to.
I'm gonna sound like a goat. I can't do it no more. But that's what I learned to do when I first started singing. That's what I remember, and I would always try to show my parents, like, Mom, let me just. I would watch Phantom of the Opera.
Really?
That movie, and I would just try to sing that song with so much heart. And yeah, it tripped me out because as I get older, I'm like, fuck opera, like, but I just like the bellying of the singing, like it was raw, it wasn't
exercised your
my vocals. Yeah, it did. So that's when I jumped into like Whitney Houston, and I started learning her music, and then I went across some Etta James one day because my dad was playing some oldies. And it was like, those CDs back in the day, like, were all rare, hard to find underground oldies. And I just heard Etta James, I'd Rather Go Blind. And I was like, holy crap, like, who is this lady? Who heard her? Like,
This is where I belong, right?
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah, and I would just like sing it, and my siblings and my parents would be like, holy crap, like, when did you learn that? And
2 days ago, did you not hear me?
Yeah, and from there, it was just, I was stuck on oldies, and her and Donnie Elbert have been my two artists that I was
about to say, so when I first heard you, I was like, she has that soul, like Christina Aguilera kind of.
Yeah, but she's good. Like,
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that soul.
Yeah. I know what you're saying, though. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But, yeah, I like that. I like the raw. I like the loud. I like the soul, the pain, the hurt that you can feel when someone sings, because I could sing any other song with a low, cute, basic, not that people sing basic, but lack of a better word, basic voice, but I just can't do it. I end up laughing because I'm like, well, this is not me. I don't do soft. I don't do lovey. I have songs, but it's not me. I like painful, feeling, not that it's a good thing, but I want to feel it, so that's what I mess with. So, yeah.
So you started off singing opera, and then you said that your first show ever was just a year ago.
My first show was that was the Eastside Community Center out there in Vegas. Yeah.
So what do you do out there in Vegas that people don't know about?
Well, before years ago, I would go and contribute by trying to gather clothing for the homeless in this organization. At one point in time, we would gather clothing. We do fundraisers to feed the homeless. We do a bunch of stuff around. So I would go and contribute. Other than that, I would get invited by mom and pop shops like OG Stilo or other shops that are out and around about the neighborhoods. And they would ask me to come around and sing for them. They'd be like, hey, like, come on and support. Could you sing? We don't have no money. I was like, hey, nah. I'm like, it's all good. I'll go out there. I'm supporting, autism events out there. So I would try and do my part out there, but singing stuck, So a lot of people wanted me to come and to their events and fundraisers and all those stuff and just sing, and I like it, and I'm just like, if I could do that and show support, that's all good, because someone follows you, like I follow you, honey, and if I was to live out here and you were like, oh, come to this photo shoot, like, heck yeah, I want to see honey,
like fuck, man, wait, she gotta live so far.
Yeah, but see, and
so that brings I'm going to Vegas.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I am gonna go to Vegas though by the end of this month.
You are?
So.
No, man.
No, next month. Yeah.
Hey, you gotta.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that though, because it's like.
Yeah, no. Bring the babies. We can all,
I'm definitely bringing the babies. Yeah, I wanted to bring them today so you could meet them, but I was like, my honey bunny had to go to work.
Oh.
Your
babies are so cute.
Thank you.
And you got the pair. I was like, yeah, that's right. That's right.
All right. So, at what age did you start getting tats?
Ooh, 16.
Really? Yeah. Which one was your first tattoo?
My son. My son. All right, my son's nickname, Chewy. Yeah. This was a little needle and some ink. I went to some guy's house. My parents took me to get my first tattoo, and
How old were you?
I was 16.
Girl.
Yeah, and I got this one. Yeah. Never fixed it, so I covered up. Yeah.
Okay, so neighborhood?
Ooh, I lived all over Vegas, to be honest, but significantly, I remember just living out there in the south side of Vegas by like Maryland Parkway and Eastern, not really, I'm sorry, Pyle, Maryland Parkway. Like,
so your nickname, Lady Old School, is that something that you've had since you were young? Is it because you like the old school music?
Yeah. Actually, when I grew up, I came across this lady that I considered a second mom. Excuse me. I called her Hefa. And she actually helped me in ways raising my oldest daughter and my oldest son. I lived with her for a little bit. It was when I was on this trip, girl. Like, I was just on one, you know. So she took me in and she helped me, you know, and she called me baby doll because I was very little, you know, young, and I had this baby doll face. And
you still do.
Yeah. And she was like, oh, you're baby doll, baby doll, baby doll. And I was like, oh, okay, you know. And I was always baby doll for a lot of years. And then one day, like I said, I ain't no baby doll, fool. I'm grown, you know what I mean? And
oh, girl.
Yeah. You know, and I started singing, and nobody had the name, you know what I mean? And I was just like, well, I'm a lady, and I mess with old school, you know what I'm saying? So I mixed the two, and I've had that name for years now, and it just stuck. So yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the style.
So okay, I had gotten my body done, right? And I don't know why, because I don't even show it. So I like baggy clothing. I've always worn, you know, Dickies. I've always had Cortezes as a kid. It's just, I guess you grow up in that environment where people wear that. All the, you know, had tios, tias. My, you know, baby daddy always got down like that. I moved in with him when I was 16, and that is what I saw all my life. And, you know, I guess it's just, you know, it's a product of your own environment, I guess. And it just never left. And I felt like I'm not here to dress in mini skirts, or, I mean, I have, you know, but it's just not me. I'm a tomboy, but I'm a girl, all right? I like men, all right? Like, all right, because y'all be coming up to me with some crazy things. And I just went to 99 Bottles last night, girl. And I, you know, they let me on the stage, which is cool. Shout out to the DJ out there, because, you know, they don't let really people on there. And
Kirk used to DJ out there.
Oh, yeah, that's dope.
He's cool with the
that's dope. I love 99 Bottles, baby. Y'all crazy. Like, y'all crazy, okay? Because
there's always a fight there.
Oh, my goodness, girl. Let me tell you. No, but, yeah, no,
a couple times it was me.
No,
Sorry.
No. You?
Sorry, kids, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't want
it happened out of nowhere too. I was like, okay, I guess I'm fighting.
No, yeah. Nah, see, one thing I do know is if it's not my city, don't I walk like it's your
girl, I mean,
so.
Trust me, I'm not looking for it, but I'm not gonna let nobody.
You're a pretty girl. I'm pretty sure a girl's man was probably staring. She didn't like that. You know what
no, girl, it was like, ooh, that's another story.
Oh, so okay.
Let's just
no, let's
not. I mean, I could talk about it, but today it's about
girl, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? No,
yeah, it's one of those things where the girl was just like
tripping.
Yeah, we were cool, and then we wasn't, and then she left, and I was like, First of all, I mean, she expected me to just like be like, here comes the homegirl, let's just roll out the red carpet. I'm over there with my man, fucking enjoying my time.
The red carpet came out for him. What
I was like, girl,
nah,
you is not my man.
Yeah,
and then she's like, yo, honey, can you come outside? I was like, bet. Don't tell me twice.
Dang.
But yeah,
that's all I hear in that club. Let's go outside.
Swear, I'm not like that anymore.
And I thought it was a song after a while. Like,
right?
Yeah. No, that's all you hear in that club. Like, I love going to 99 Bottles, but let's go outside. And I'm like, oh my God, it's time for me to go. Like,
it gets out of control. It is a really funk. You know, it's cool. It's big.
They're very welcoming, you know what I mean? But people are all about their respect, and then they don't, you know what I mean? But people gotta understand you're gonna be bumping into each other, you know?
And especially because it's a spot that is always completely full. But yeah, shout outs to 99 Bottles for those that go over there and still
Ralph,
with it.
I'm hiring you when I get my first millions, right? Like, that's the security guy in front. Oh. Yeah. I don't know if you ever go, the guy that's all tatted in his face. Yeah.
There's a couple,
Yeah, he's Ralph. That's the guy who always remembers me. He's like, what's up? I'm like, oh shit,
hey, you know, it's cool.
Yeah, I know him. Like,
so you're out here. You just had an event.
Yes, I did. It was yesterday. So we were at the 6th annual autism event they had out there in Riverside, Moreno Valley.
Shout out to One Wish.
All right. You know, Fluff, he was the one that actually invited me when I was at Angel Baby's 18th annual Turkey Jam. When I went to go perform over there, and they invited me to come, and it was actually really great. It was a great turnout. You know, a lot of people came through, a lot of great talents, a lot of artists. You know, it was awesome. I had a great experience, you know.
Good weather too.
It was hot. Like,
not Vegas hot, girl, stop.
It was hot.
Not Vegas hot.
Vegas is cold right now. Is it hot over there? I don't even know. But
Is it
when
cold?
we left, it was cold.
No?
Yeah, when we left, it was cold because y'all went through the seasons here. And it finished, and it moved over to Vegas, and now we're dealing with it. And now,
yeah, I couldn't stand it when we were going through it. I was
I had to cancel Disneyland because it got bad out here.
Rain, go away. Yeah, and I was like, it's not working now.
Yeah.
No shit.
No, but the music careers, it's going great. I'm really excited for what's coming up. But they gave me the chance to get on here yesterday and do my thing, and I had a lot of fun. And then you know what I loved about it all, all the people that came from everywhere of California just to gather and do this. Like I have family members with autism, so it pulls my heartstrings to know that so many people will support, such a great cause and stuff. So
I love the fact that when it comes to stuff like that, the community really does come together.
They pull
they're
through.
just like, let's do this shit, I love that. And shout out to One Way. I've actually gone to a couple of their events when they had the autism. When they first started, I think this is their sixth? Yeah.
This is their sixth.
I think I went to probably like the third year that they were having it.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, this is my first time, and I loved it. I loved every artist that was up there, the new ones up there, people well known already, so it was exciting for sure.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
So any plans for the future? Any artists that you would like to collaborate with?
So for the future, I'm actually really excited because I had asked you to join my music video that I'm going to be working on next month for my new single, Lover's Lane. I'm really excited for that one.
Yeah.
You got to hear a little bit of the music, so yeah.
The ladies are gonna love this.
Yeah.
I was just like, ooh, girl, I feel chills.
Yeah, it makes you fall in love. You know what I mean?
I'm like, I don't even like girls, but your voice is just, it's one of those things where you hit that high note, and I'm just like, yes, girl, sing it.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm excited for that. So that's coming out. We actually record. That's one of the ones we recorded in a day. Like,
really?
I had to get off work, like straight up. She hit me up 2 days before, studio on Monday, got off work, went home, took a nap, got up, went to the studio, recorded it for a good couple hours, and went back.
Is it one of those things where you were just like, let me just write some stuff down, or is it something that has to do with like?
I have a co-writer, Chelsea Fuego. Shout out to her. Yep. She's so good. She knows me. Like she knows what I like and what songs I want. So we have our little powwows where she's like, okay, give me what you want in the song. So I would tell her, okay, this is what I'm going through with me and my dude. This is what we feel. This is what I want to be said. I'll throw her some poems, and she just works that into a song. So it's always me and her, powwowing it. And she's like, do you want to change this? And, we go over it. So it's more so I'll get a beat. I'll hear it. I'll be like, I want this to be a lover song, or I want this to be a hurtful song, or I want this just to be a basic normal song. And me and her just work on it, and we get my manager to come in and pretty much put her 2 cents in and let us know, hey, this sounds good. And this one was this.
That's dope. When you guys are just like, ooh, what would sound really good with that? Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
So are you ever gonna do anything with your manager?
What do you mean, like music-wise?
You and her, yeah.
I've tried.
She's got to. You got to.
I got some videos.
That'll be a dope comeback, girl. Come on.
She's like, she was already on the phone earlier talking to her homegirl, talking about, I ain't trying to make no motherfucking comeback.
Yeah.
I'm a civilian.
Well, guess what? You gonna have to for this one. One time for the one time, girl.
Yeah. Look at she blushing over there. No, but.
I'll come on your podcast and we'll talk about that.
Oh, yes. We have to bring you on.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your record label.
So my record label that I am signed to is the Orphan House. It stands for Only Real People. And I forgot the rest, but
I have a name. Girl, I remembered.
It stands for Only Real People Have a Name. So yeah, it's an underdog label as well. So
really?
we're actually all coming up together.
That's dope.
So I'm really excited because like them, they took a chance on me. I took a chance on them. Not a lot of people know this record label, but they have some really cool artists from all over the world.
That's dope.
They got a few artists from Africa, really? From Mexico here, so it's diverse with them, and it's exciting to know that, my other singers and artists, do their thing too. So It's a really dope label. They pull through for me a lot.
That's dope. Let's talk about your single.
Okay. The new one coming up. So Lover's Lane is my pride and joy right now. I feel like this one is gonna put me on the map. Not to say, you know, blow up, but to be noticed enough to know that I'm, you know, I'm in the pack. I might be in the back, but I'm in the pack. You know what I mean? And an artist I want to work with is actually Pepe Marquez. We are in the works of working together too. You know, but aside from that, you know, back to my single, Lover's Lane, it's such, I feel like, an inspirational song to do with love and what love comes with. You know that song, Love is a Battlefield? Yeah. It's like, that's what I feel when I hear this song. I don't feel the song Love is a Battlefield, but the thought of what this song means to me is like, you know, love is a battlefield, you know, it's a hate or love type of thing. So, yeah.
That's dope. I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait. Have you experienced any bullying? Because a lot of people, once they get to a certain mark of followers, that's where it starts.
Yeah, I get it a lot more from unnecessary people that I don't even know. You know, with this whole social media thing, it's gotten out of hand, or it's gotten people comfortable to put in their opinions in something they don't know. Yeah. And that comes in all forms, even from people you used to be friends with, or you know, acquaintances from around the way. They see you moving up in the world, and I feel like because I decided to do this with my life and my career, a lot of people are coming at me in a negative light, where they pretty much want to see my downfall. They want me to go down by talking about me in ways that they shouldn't, and just turning stories around and disrespecting me in ways that I never thought they would. You know, I thought we were all good, you know, and things change.
The way that I see it, because I've experienced some of that myself, and I'm the type where well, let me rephrase that. I used to be the type where I'm like, let's duke it out and squash it. But like you said, we have a lot to lose. I'm pretty sure everybody has a lot to lose, but a lot of people don't really care too much about that. They're just like, fuck it. It's, you know, the ego wins.
Oh, big time.
Over anything.
Pride gets in the way a lot with people. And like I said, I lost a lot of people over pride and egos. And I promise on my end, it was always respectful. I always come around in any room I walk in with respect to people, no matter how old, how young, man, woman. I don't think I'm better than anybody, but I do believe in you get respect when you give it. And unfortunately, some people are starting to see that I do not respect them anymore. And I have good reason. And they're seeing the bitch in me they never seen before. So now they think, you know, oh, she's this somebody out of nowhere, when it's never been like that. I've always been respectful. I've always stayed in my lane. I've always, you know, looked at people with respect and love, and never mad, but it got into a point where I experienced bullying from people that I never thought I would experience from. And they use our history or whatever it is they know about me to their advantage by trying to destroy me, I guess, to say. And I just, it sucks. Like, it puts you in a dark space, and you feel like the world is just closing in on you, and all these people you didn't think would be, you know, in the other side, you know, from you are. And
because sometimes you're like, I'm only making music. Well, how am I hurting you by doing this? And I'm gonna say it. This is me, my opinion. Sometimes people get mad at the fact that it's you. It doesn't matter that you're talented. It doesn't matter that you're trying to help somebody or somehow. They just don't like it because it's you.
I'm learning that.
And it's very tough, because then you find yourself in that position where you're like, I don't want to fight. I don't want to talk shit to you. I don't want to disrespect you. I'm just literally trying to pull myself away. But they want to keep you, and they want to trigger you.
I'm not going to lie. I've had my hiccups, you know, here and there.
You're human.
And there are times where it's necessary to come out of character and put someone in their place. But I'm a firm believer in never stoop to their level. You know what I mean? Like, if you stoop to people's level, you just show them that you're no better. You know, you're just playing this domino effect that's never gonna end. And I don't want the drama. I'm not for the drama. Like it's high school, you know. Like I got other things to worry about, you know. Like,
and then the thing is, you're a mom.
Yeah,
you got
it's embarrassing to be out there and grown too. Like, come on now.
Well, not just that, but imagine, may God forbid, something happens over some beef that's
not even worth it.
Yeah, where it's like, hey, I just don't want to talk to you no more. Let's just leave me out of it. And that's it. But you know, unfortunately. So you're gonna sing for us. We get to listen to that amazing voice of hers.
Yeah. It's okay, baby, I can see. It's okay, I will set you free. And maybe someday, hey, I'll find a way without you. Yes, you.
Now they know what I meant by when I heard her sing for the first time on Instagram. I was like, girl, like I felt it, you know, and ooh.
Yeah,
we were over there like, girl,
thank you.
Yes, that's amazing. That is amazing. So, your daughters, do they sing that kind of?
Baby Love, the little one, she does. She sings a lot of oldies. My oldest daughter likes a lot of emo music. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah. All right. So you guys can follow me at Lady Old School and any streaming platforms. LADYOLDSKOO. Drop the L. So yeah, YouTube. Check me out. Spotify, Pandora, just anything and anywhere you can pretty much look me up.
And then in order for them to like if they want to hire you for any events, do you do private events?
I do. I have a couple private events that I'm booked for already. You would just go on my Instagram. There's a link, or actually my management record label, The Orphan House. You can go there and we can go from there. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, thank you.
So, you guys, Lady Old School, thank you so much for coming on to the show.
Thank you.
I had so much fun. We laughed, we cried. You guys, this is Making Changes. Thank you guys for watching.